Hey folks, big move just dropped. It's huge. The US basically told allies like Netherlands, Japan, South Korea, stop, stop using American tech in China. This isn't some tiny trade upgrade. It's a grenade thrown into global tech supply. And honestly, the fallout's gonna be messy. Let's break it down. Why this happened, who gets crushed, and weirdly, who might get win from this. Backstory: why waivers existed, why they are gone. So, rewind to 2022. The US bans advanced chip tech to China, trying to slow down their military AI, right? But here's the catch: companies like ASML in the Netherlands, their insane EUV machines need US parts. Samsung's massive chip plant in China runs on US tools. So the US gave waivers like, fine, keep using our stuff there for now. It was band-aid, but China, they shocked everyone, made 7 nanometer, even 5 nanometer chips despite sanctions. Proved that waivers had leaks. Plus US election pressure, Biden's like, can't look weak, so waivers, gone, done. So let's talk about who gets screwed. It's quite brutal. First victims, allied companies, ASML, 50% of their sales were to China. Gone. Their stock tanking. Samsung, that giant NAND plant in Xinjiang, reportedly 40% of their global output. If they can't use US tech there, what? They just walk away billions down the drain? Hmm. Let's see. China chip makers like SMIC, YMTC, they are also stuck. Can't get new tools. Their plans for AI chips dead in the water. And here's the sneaky pain. Even European or Japanese firms who don't use US tech, the US is leaning on them hard. Cut off China too, or else, well, we know how it works. So, are there any surprise winners in this? Let's see. It's not all doom, right? Some countries, they are low key rubbing their hands together. India, Tata's building $11 billion chip plant, excuse me. Modi's throwing cash at fabs. Companies fleeing China need a friendly ground. India's it. In Vietnam, Samsung already makes half its phone there. Now they'll make chips, testing, packaging. It's booming. In the Mexico, that near-shoring wave. It's real. Factories are popping up fast. So stocks to watch: Tata Elxsi, FPT Corporation in Vietnam, or Kimber in Mexico. These aren't hype plays, they are physical bets on supply chain. Well, the safe havens and landmine stocks. US stocks, Applied Materials. They make chip tools, 20% sales to China, rest goes to Taiwan, US, Korea. So it's safe. Micron. China banned them last year and they're still crushing. AI servers need their memory. China's barely 10% of their sales. Safe, totally safe. ASML, well, for them it's little bit tricky situation. 15% of their revenue is gone. Samsung, China plant. It's a risk, but they'll manage in other countries. Any Chinese chip maker, well, they're stuck in the past, I guess. The bigger picture, Cold War 2.0. Look, the US goal is simple: cripple China's tech rise, even if allies bleed. It's ruthless. China's counter: flood the world with legacy chips, 28 nanometer and older, crush Western rivals on price. They already done that in everything, every manufacturing sector. Well, my take is we are splitting into two tech worlds: US allied bloc and China Russia orbit. Innovation fragments, cost rise, and companies they are scrambling. And frankly speaking, right now, considering all the cultural wars and the demographic benefits, I don't think China can lose if they can sustain for some more years. Winners are clear. Countries and stocks with zero China reliance, losers. Anyone stuck in the middle. So, well, anyway, that's a raw tech. Links to Economics Times article and sources below. Do your own research. This stuff really moves fast. Hit like if this felt real. Subscribe if you want to cut through the noise. Peace out.